Bolts, where football lives and breathes in black and white.
Welcome to another episode of Notts and Bolts and Top of the Cop with me, Mark, and Ara. Evening, Ara.
Evening, Mark. How are you?
I'm not bad. Where do we start after yesterday's performance, eh?
Work our way from the back to the front.
I think the most thing you was at that game yesterday. I don't know where to start with it because you got players marking the space but not marking the players in the space.
Yeah.
We didn't look like we was interested in getting anything out of that game at all. And I was just looking at the shots, and I know this is data, but Conor Grant came on in the second half, and he had more shots than Dennis.
Yeah, that's correct.
Albeit, and you look at the tackles. The two of the Barrow players had more tackles than the whole of the Notts County side.
Yeah.
Albeit, they seem, I don't know, we've gone backwards, not forwards. What's your thoughts on the game? You was actually at the game.
I mean, apart from the pillars being in the way like all the time, obviously going into the game, obviously following, I thought a better performance on Tuesday than last Saturday. So hopefully, I would have thought that would have given us a bit more of a boost. But yeah, there's a lot of things that we need to improve on. What I saw, the 2 goals again, we could defended a lot better, but we need to work on that. And obviously, playing with 10 men for the last, I believe, 20 minutes,
Yeah.
half an hour, I think, because Matt quite got injured.
After
we did
coming on
score,
as a
but
substitute, didn't he? He got injured after
Yeah.
coming on. And we'd
I mean, we
already
did score
used all our free
free
substitute
windows.
slots, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we did score, and it was on a good header from Matt Dennis, wasn't it? A good cross.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not really a great performance going out all that way to Barrow on a Saturday and losing like that.
But do you think that the problem is, especially like some players like Platt, Bedu, Jones, do they believe in the system they're playing now? Or do
No.
they believe in the structure of the club? And to the point where that a lot of the players do not look interested.
No. We can see that on the pitch. I know it's like early days and it's only 4 games in, but it looks like we're going for a long, long season ahead.
I've never seen in most of the years I can't remember seeing this early in the season so much panic in the Notts fan base.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like well, that worked. To press the wrong button to be at my mic. Yeah, I've never seen so much panic.
Yeah. I know it's early days, but you'd like to see your team win because if you're going all that way, spending your hard-earned money, you want to see a good performance. But Saturday weren't really a great performance to watch, unfortunately.
But then, like Tuesday night was a bit better. Saturday was terrible. Where do we go from here? Where are the problems as well? So you got the owners at the top, a director of football, then you've got the director of sports science, the doctor. I think I don't know where he started yet. Then you got the coaching staff, which includes Patterson as head coach, then Andy Edwards, Slocum. So where are we going wrong? Recruitment's a big thing.
Yeah.
Recruitment.
I think it's the players that we're bringing in, not really not really like known players that we're bringing in, and obviously 5 loan players out of the 6 that we've signed permanently. We can sign more, but they can't really all start, as I know, because I think that's all in the EFL, where you can only have 5 loan players like on your starting 11. I think.
Yeah, you're starting lineup in it.
Yeah,
But then you look at like Didsey not given another contract with because of money, allegedly. And then you look at like Austin, what was released. You know what I mean? Like they're two
yeah.
quality players which could have done something for Notts this year.
Because obviously Magogic's still scoring up goals. Barnsley, he scored one yesterday, and I saw the goal, and it was a good goal. And then Sam Aston's been playing well for, I think it's Solihull Moors, I think.
Yeah.
Like,
But
we're using quality players. We're not like signing. We're signing players that are half decent that we lost, really.
yeah, so the quality players are going, and then we're not getting the same quality or near the same quality. We're getting a lot below quality. And the interesting thing is, like, Jarvis's girlfriend has
Yeah.
posted he's not injured, which is correct. You know what I mean? She's posted on the social media saying he's not injured. But Patterson's coming out and saying, well, he's injured.
Wait, there's only 2 ways about to go. Well, one way really. Like Patterson obviously don't like him then.
Well, it's either Patterson don't like, well, yeah, it could be like Patterson don't like him. And he's, because he is supposed to have played for the B team with Sorola and Traore.
Yeah, against Forest, I think.
Yeah. So what is going on at the club? And how much control does Patterson have over the starting 11? I know they say that it's his choice and it's final.
It's not.
I'm believing that it's being controlled from up above.
Yeah,
You
from
know what I mean?
the
More.
stuff. Yeah,
I mean, it's like a lot of fans are saying, well, we shouldn't have got rid of Maynard. But then if you look at the recruitment, Maynard would have the same recruitment.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And would he have been able to do anything better than Patterson?
We're never going to find out then, are we?
No. But the fan base is really, really sort of like they're nail biting. You know what I mean? Half of them are ready to hit that panic button.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it's not happy times to be a Notts fan at the minute.
No, because obviously, I mean, I thought we was going to have a good start in the season after that last pre-season game against Cardiff because we played well in the second half, didn't we? I
Yeah.
mean, the first half was like okay, but I think we played a lot better in the second half. So I thought we was going to have a good start of the season, and it just went downhill from there. Newport, the opening day of the season, every team expects to win that game, really, but it wasn't meant to be. And then Salford after that was just devastating. Just the way we conceded those 2 goals, we should have done a lot better. And then Wigan, the last 20 minutes, I would say, is better than the whole performance. But the first half was a bit like Salford as well. And the penalty that Wigan got was a bit questionable, but we can't really change it now. And then obviously Barrow on Saturday was just a complete nightmare because moving moving forward, we don't really have that option. Every time we cross it into the box, there's no one there to head it home or whatever you do with it, it's score goals. We just like to keep possession, but possession is not going to win you games.
I knew
So
like the amount of, what was it, passes yesterday? It was somewhat like we was in team stats. We had 573 passes yesterday
yeah,
to Barrow's 301. But from the performance from the Cardiff game to the Newport game, And after the Newport game, it just seems to have gone.
Yeah.
And do you know what I mean? And yesterday, we looked better when we was down to 10 men than we did when we was had 11 men on the pitch.
Yeah, I mean, when Matty got injured, it was like down to 10, I was like, oh no, it's going to get worse from here. But then we scored around the
Yeah.
89th minute. And then after like we normally do, we have a couple more chances. And then, like the famous Notts fashion, or whatever you want to say it, Barrow concede 90 plus 6th minute winner to win the game.
Mm. See, the thing was yesterday that Cerola's ball was the only piece of quality in that game, really.
Yeah.
It was inch perfect for Dennis to make contact with.
Yeah.
But before that, we didn't look. We didn't have no urgency. There weren't no thing. And like you said, that you put crosses into the box, there's no one there.
Yeah.
Jody looks like totally lost as a number 10.
Mm.
Bedu is a good player, but he's not himself at the minute.
No.
So we've got big problems. And it's like you said, it's going to be a long, long season. But is interference from further up in the club have an impact on the way we play?
Yeah, because obviously we've seen in the Cardiff game, for example, when I think it was around 70th minute, 71st minute, we saw the goalkeeper was 1-1 up. I was like, you better not, come on. And then he came on, Cardiff scored to make it, was it 1-1 at the time?
2-1, wasn't it?
2-1,
It was
yeah.
1-1 at the time, and then Griffiths made the mistake and made it 2-1.
And then Patterson, I thought it was funny, but when Patterson looked above, just you could see his question and like, why? Why do you make me make that sub? And then threw his water bottle on the floor. So, which genuinely, I think we should have won that game if that mistake didn't happen.
Yeah. And the thing is, Rue yesterday, after the first goal went up, he was whacking the post. And do you know what I mean? It was like he was having this sort of like tantrum
Yeah.
whacking the post. You know what I mean? I knew the first goal what went in, he got an hand to it, didn't he? But it still waited. I think it would have been easier easier to save it than what happened.
Yeah.
And then when they got the winner, he was like punching the ground.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? And it's like you think, what is going on? But like we had a discussion earlier, didn't we, on TikTok? And like, if you've got a solid midfield, and our midfield is like a colander, right? And our defence is like a colander at the moment. If you've got them, the strong defence, strong midfield, then the goalkeeper's under less pressure. But if you're under pressure, then that makes the goalkeeper more under pressure, and they're more likely to make mistakes.
Yeah.
You can make a bad goalkeeper look good in a strong team, but you also can make a good goalkeeper look
Not bad.
really, really bad in a bad team. You know what I mean?
It's like, because I think when we signed him, I think all the Derby fans, because he was at Derby before, weren't he? Said he was like a good goalkeeper for them. And I think he spent like a couple of years with him, if I'm correct. And we thought we signed a really good goalkeeper, but so far, going into the season, has not really been the best, has he?
I mean, he's kicking in 100%, but then Bass's kicking weren't 100%, was it? I mean, because
No.
Bass was prone to mistakes as well. So it's one of them difficult ones. He could have probably did a bit better with the first shot, you know what I mean? But we didn't deserve out that game yesterday. Was we set up wrong? Should have Platt started?
Yes.
You know what I mean? Should Gordon have started? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It seems like the Tuesday night game against Wigan swayed his mind on Platt, and you know what I mean? So he was dropped to the bench.
Yeah. Because obviously, last season, Pratt was like one of our best defenders, wasn't he? And
Up until, say, the last, 6 weeks of the season?
Yeah, he was like one of our top defenders, and then it's, it's hard to tell really, but I think he's played the full game at Newport and then a game against Salford, but then some of his defending can be a bit questionable. Where that Newport goal, I think we should have defended him a lot better from a long, really a set piece. I think it is, and then Salford's first goal from a corner, we just watched the players instead of watching the ball. Which we need to watch the ball, not the players. I
I
don't
mean,
understand.
another thing what's interesting, the way that in the area Jody plays, right? In the number 10, whatever you want to call it, Folks 10. And I'm looking at the stats, and I know this is a stats thing, and I don't usually do this. Jody didn't make any tackles at all.
No.
He didn't even commit a foul. Do you know what I mean? And this goes back to him being injured, don't it? And is probably scared of getting injured again.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But I don't think Jody's been the same. Palmer isn't the same. He's not captain material. Not in my eyes, anyway.
Yeah, no, not in mine either.
He hasn't been the same since he come back from his injury. Midfield, we're saying, well, we've got these more physical players in, but the stats don't back any of it up. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, I think we can't start Norburn and Palmer together because they're like the same type of player, though, aren't they?
Yeah.
So that's going to be a bit. But I'd rather start Norburn than Palmer because he's got the experience in that midfield.
But then you need
Rather
somebody
than,
like Scott Robinson next to him or in that midfield, don't you? And somebody
yeah,
who's going to put a tackle in, somebody who isn't frightened of putting a tackle in.
yeah,
Because we're happy at the teams coming running at us. You look at like we're defending. We've got no option if we win the ball back in the box or anything, we've got no option. It just launch it forward and then it comes back at us again.
yeah.
We very rarely leave anybody at the 18-yard box. We really, really leave anybody up at the center in the center circle.
Yeah.
I don't get that way of defending everybody back behind the ball. You got Dennis in the box defending a corner.
I don't know what's up with him really, like Dennis. Because I don't know if you've seen it, but when he scored, he didn't really want to celebrate with the crowd, though, did he?
No, Jody pushed him, didn't he?
Yeah.
Jody like pushed him over there.
Which I seem a bit odd that he
Yeah,
didn't
it
really
did
want to
seem a bit
celebrate.
odd when I seen it. It was like, whoa. It was
And
strange.
don't
It was
even
really
get me
strange.
started on Patterson, clapping us only twice and sprinting down that tunnel.
Yeah, all that way to get clapped twice and then running off down the touchline. He probably had his technical board meeting to get to.
Like, a performance like that, and the fans turning up in their numbers, I think it was like 500 and something odd.
But you know what, though? If I was the manager yesterday, I would have ran down that tunnel. Because what I heard, like, the fans saying on videos I've seen on, like, social media, I would have run down that. He would have got lynched if he went
Yeah,
near the crowd.
but at least give the crowd some like support because they went all that out of their way for a long day and up to Barrow for a performance like that. It's not really that great because they could have just stayed at home and watched it on Sky Sports Plus.
Yeah, the appreciation of, like, going all that way and everything else. But that's the thing what's, like, sort of, like, slipping out of football, like that appreciation thing. You see it at home as well. Like, yeah, you stand in the Kop. You tell me how many times the players will go all the way around, like, to the
Yeah,
family stand,
mm.
all the way down the Pavis. No, they go to the Kop and then run in.
Yeah, they do, yeah. When every time we see a win, they normally just go to the Kop, do their fist celebrations, clap
Yeah.
us, they do a little crunch for players, but they don't go all the way around and even to the family end.
No. So that is like, because I sit in the Pavis, and it's like, well, yeah, it'd be nice for you to come down here sometime. You know what I mean? You very
Yeah.
rarely see, or you'll get 1 or 2 players, that's it. But it's thingy, 1 point from 9. I mean, you're 3 games in, so it's not time to hit that panic button yet.
Yeah.
But if by Wednesday night, if we're still on 1 point Wednesday night, it's not gonna be good.
No. And I feel like when I know it's early on in the season, but I feel like Wednesday is a must win. Well, not a must win, but a win game that we need to win.
I mean, even a point is not really good enough after 3, you know what I mean?
Consecutive
After 2
losses. Yeah.
losses and a draw.
And we lost 3 on the bounce if you include that Wigan game.
Yeah.
So it's not really a great start.
But then Jetta's back on Saturday.
Yeah.
If he's still at the club by Saturday. We never know.
No.
But you know what I mean? But that's like, oh well, then we don't need another striker then. You know what I mean? You get that sort of sentiment. Oh well, Jetta's back now. You get the incentive sort of like, well, we'll wait till Jetta's back. We'll figure through an easy answer to all our problems. But what if a bid comes in, the owners accept it, and then he's
Or
gone?
he doesn't get an offer in, and then he starts playing poorly,
Mm.
and we still have those problems going into like Christmas or January.
Or towards the latter end of the season.
Yeah.
But it's like the recruitment has been I think that this must be the worst year of career recruitment under the brothers,
Yeah.
in my opinion. And it's that we've gone. I think this year we've gone for more. What is it? Quantity over quality.
Yeah. That's the word here. And
Because
like,
why wouldn't you offer Didsey a contract? He's proven it at Barnsley. He can still score. He's still got it. You know what I mean?
McGoldrick even turned out on, I think, was it either Instagram or X, and put a statement out on the owners' like style of how they won the club and that sort of thing.
Yeah. I think it was an interview after the game, weren't it? Where he had a dig. You know what I mean?
Because I think if Didsey was in that team, I think we would have got more points out of the last 3.
Possibly. But it's not just about him scoring goals, isn't it? It's his presence,
Yeah.
it's his experience and everything else.
He's like a captain that we need because he's good. He's good on and off the pitch. And I bet when he was there last season, every single player listened to him more than they did to me now. Because he's been there and done it in so many different leagues, so many different clubs. He knows the ins and outs and what you need to do to get promoted.
Yeah. I mean, one thing is not looking at data to get promoted, but like actually scoring goals and not conceding them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what gets you promoted ultimately.
And I think if we do get promoted, well, if the owners want us to get promotion, we're doing it on the cheap.
But the signings they made this season, it doesn't sound like they want promotion.
No.
They're like very sort of like short-sighted signings. You got players, like Dennis, he's been given a 3-year contract. In the hope that he scores 20, 30 goals and somebody says,
Yeah.
oh, we'll give you 500k for him.
Yeah.
Not like, oh, well, he scores 20 goals, we'll keep him and push on. Like, well, that's what we should have done with Langstaff. That's what they should have done.
Yeah.
Rather than taking the money,
Kept him for an extra year.
extra year, and if we got promoted, he would have been worth double than what Plymouth had
We
paid.
told him. Yeah.
So it's
Same
that
with Sam Austin.
short-sighted sight of like a bit of money coming in or a bit of profit. You know what I mean? And then that damages your aspirations as a club to move forward.
Yeah, because the players that we have lost, we're not really signing improvements for them Well, not I can see of anyway, but it's my. We don't all have the same opinions at the end of the day. But from what I can see on that pitch, it's far from the squad that we had last year.
Yeah, we're getting lower pedigree players in, and the more experienced, the more quality players have gone.
Yeah.
But that's always going to be the same if you run it going under a certain model. I don't agree with the model where a director of football is making the decision on who you sign in and everything. That should be left down to the manager.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That should be left down to the manager. It should be ultimately their choice. It just
Yeah.
seems far too controlling for me for that figure. Owners should stay within their like little area. Let
Yeah.
the people who know stuff about football deal with the
Digital.
football,
Yeah.
and then deal with like the business side of everything. But it seems like at the moment they're more bothered about the business side and generating money rather than progression in the team.
Yeah, because I don't think we're never going to get an experienced manager in the EFL anytime soon, unless either we change the style of play or how we run the club, or if the owner sells the club.
So
Or
if you look at say like the management side, then say like with Slocum on the coaching staff, he left, he was released, come back on the coaching staff. He's being primed to be a Notts County manager.
Yeah.
In the aspect that then he'll do well, and then some other club will say, "Oh, we want Sam Slocum to become our manager."
What did that?
Yeah, I started it again.
No.
Yeah, that's what I
Just,
think.
just cut that out.
I will do, and that bit.
Yeah.
But I do think a lot of it's being just done for profit, and that's it.
Yeah.
Future profit.
Because I don't think, like, I can't name a experienced CFL manager off the top of my head, but I don't think they're going to sit and listen to the owners and let them decide the signings that the owners want, not the manager, because normally the managers brings in signings that they want, not what the owners want. Because I don't think, I might be wrong by saying this, but I don't think any of the signings that we made are maybe Patterson's favourites.
No, maybe see Kotick might be because didn't he spend some time at Huddersfield?
Yeah, but
I'm not sure. But at this moment in time, the data ain't data and it ain't working. You know what I mean? And it don't look on the pitch when you watch them. It don't look like it's going to work.
no. And we definitely need Jody back on the wing ASAP, because him as a number 10 is clearly not working. I think he's lost, to be fair, in the number 10 role.
But is he lost in playing in the number 10 role, or is he lost on the project?
Maybe a bit of both. Because I know,
Yeah.
obviously, he's played in that number 10 role at like Coventry or I think Oxford, where he was previously at, and it worked out because they had a style of play that they obviously it worked. We don't have a style yet, or I can't see a style yet. And then obviously the project I don't really think is working out right now, but maybe I know it's early on, but I can't see Jody in the number 10 working out for me.
So you struggle this season, don't you, to see what Knott's identity is or style? You're like, well, what is it? What are we trying to achieve? Because when
Yeah,
we get
so
into the middle last third of the pitch, when we're attacking and there's a ball crossed in, it's to no one. There's no one there. Now Jack coming back may like change that a bit, but
yeah, because I know. Sorry.
mate, it's all right.
Yeah, because I know last season everyone was complaining about Maynard's style, but at least we had a style that was somewhat of working.
Until
We
towards the
could,
end of the season.
we could tell what his style was, we could tell it was working, but under Patterson, it's gonna complete different and opposite because we can't really see his style or what he's trying to put into the team to win us games. Because I can't see it.
See, in January, when we needed to strengthen the squad, and we did have injuries and stuff, Maynard weren't backed enough to succeed.
Yeah.
So was the decision back in January? Was it made to not back him, and there was always going to get rid of him at the end of the season?
Yeah, because we could tell by, I think, the Wimbledon playoff semi-final second leg at the ground, we could see he was getting sacked by the way he was like in the dugout.
I mean, it's very. I mean, after the event, we can say, well, he got sacked, which I was shocked he got sacked, and I weren't his biggest fan.
No,
You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
then he gets sacked, which I was shocked that the brother sacked him.
Yeah.
But Patterson's he's got a bigger challenge than, say, Maynard has when Maynard came in. See,
Yeah.
when Maynard came in, we was, what, 6th in the league?
I think, yeah, around the playoff spaces, yeah.
So Patterson says, oh, judge me after 5 to 10 games. We're, what, 4 games in, 3 games in the league.
Yeah.
And it's worrying signs straight away. I mean, there's people saying, well, sack him now. Go get with Luke Williams back. You know what I mean? Bring Maynard back. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like
no.
after
Yeah.
already 3 games into a league season, 1 in the cup.
It's not looking great for us, is it?
But this is the thing, isn't it? Our negative. Are we being too negative? We're 4 games in. You know what I mean? We've got 1 point. At least we're not pointless. We've got 1 point.
Yeah.
And it feels like since Maynard got sacked and Patterson took over, there's just been this dark cloud around the supporters base as well. And we need some sort of like big win or something. Like on Wednesday night, we need a big win just to lift that cloud a tiny bit. Because I think the more and more we don't go and win or
win game,
it's just going to carry on, and then the pressure's going to keep mounting.
Yeah, but could this be the playoff curse?
Well, it could be. Have you been like thinking my? I think I got it on this phone. Have you been?
No, I'm just saying it. No,
I'm joking, but I did do a thumbnail. I think it's on here.
Yeah, because obviously we've seen when we lost out to Coventry in the playoff semi-finals. I think we lost out at home, and then the season after that we got relegated, didn't we? We had a long season that year when we got relegated.
You see that?
I can see it. Yeah. Because I'm at my saying though, after we got relegated, after that playoffs semi-final defeat against Coventry that year, we got relegated the year after, and we didn't really start off well, did we?
No, we got relegated the following season, didn't we?
Yeah.
But it's like we're going a step backwards as well. You feel like all the recruitment is a step back.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I don't know whether
it's too early to tell. Yeah.
It's far too early to judge, but there is a lot of panic, upset in the fan base at the minute.
And I know it's too early to go on tables, but if we don't win on Wednesday, we could be second from bottom. 4 games in.
But like, is that still really disastrous? Why are you waiting for players to gel, a manager to gel, a coaching staff to gel, to be able to get his like ideas and things made really, really clear, so everybody's on the same page?
Yeah.
But like you say, the more and more we don't win a score, well, the score more than one goal.
Yeah, that'll be nice.
The more we don't win a game, the more pressure adds up.
Yeah.
But as we know, our owners don't make knee-jerk reactions to sack somebody.
Yeah.
So if it's going to be a really bad long season, it's Patterson all the way, I think. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It'd be a very long season. And then what if we have a terrible couple of months and we get to, say, October, and then by next May, it takes us till October to sort out. We're languishing near the bottom. And then from October, we go on this amazing run. And we just keep picking up points. And then by next May, we're in the last automatic spot.
Yeah.
But you know what I
That would
mean?
be nice. Yeah.
It'd be hilarious to look back at the season and you're thinking, well, this is where we was then. And this is where we finished. But it does happen like that.
Yeah, because obviously normally we start off well and then end off poorly, but this season it's the other way around.
Well,
So
I'd sooner start the season off poorly and go up than rather start the season well and then fizzle out.
yeah. Yeah, indeed. Yeah.
In my opinion. But are you looking forward to the Tuesday night game? Well, we're not really talking about the Tuesday night game, really, are we?
Well, Wednesday night, yeah.
Wednesday, yeah, Wednesday. Because of the cricket, it got moved.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. We definitely need a massive, massive improvement from Saturday. Tonight. And I think it's going to probably be one of the lowest attendance we've seen for a while.
Yeah, I think around about 7.
Yeah. Because obviously, but people that went on Saturday maybe not go on Wednesday because of the performance they've seen. Obviously, it's on Sky Sports Plus. Yeah, I think it's going to be a low attendance on Wednesday.
I mean, you got people on holiday. Shrewsbury fans don't seem that interested.
No.
I think they're in a worse part of their worrying than what we are at the moment.
Yeah. It'll be nice to get some interviews with their fans.
Yep, it will. It's just, I don't know, there's a dark cloud around Notts.
That we need to get out of quickly. Or, like I said earlier, it's going to be a long, long season.
At this rate, it's going to be a very, very long season. But you've only got a couple of weeks. I think it's like 15 days left of the transfer window.
Yep.
And then after it shuts, we're stuck with what we got. So it could be a very, very long,
painful.
Season. But then if results don't improve, attendances are going to start slipping.
Yeah.
And
that's not going to be great for the owners, is it?
No, because then revenue drops for the nest, on the catering and everything else.
Because obviously we know that we're going to count the season ticket holders that are going to go.
Well, yeah, so that's you got 6,300 odd,
and then so I'd say about 7,000 maybe.
But then that has a knock-on effect to next year.
Yeah.
On what players you can bring in and stuff like that. What ambition you're going to have next year?
I don't even think we have ambition this year, to be honest.
From the signings and everything, it don't feel like there is that ambitious.
No.
They couldn't come out at the end of the season and say this squad was good enough to get us promoted. At this moment of time, they can't say that.
No.
Last year you had a case for it, but did they strengthen the squad good
In
enough in the
January.
January? No.
No.
But there's not one fan who thinks that I've seen, and there probably is one somewhere, who thinks this squad's strong enough to get promoted.
Yeah.
Do you know
Yeah.
what I
It's
mean?
one of these- yeah. I mean, it would have been nice if we would have had an end of season statement, but obviously I don't think we're going to get that anymore.
No, I don't think we're getting that. That one's gone out the water.
Yeah. They're probably still writing it, to be fair.
They're writing it for next season.
Yeah.
Fans forum. I don't think we're going to get on one of them neither.
No. I mean, who's going to really turn up if we keep playing like this?
Well, I think. See, I like the brothers and everything else, but it's a difficult one, isn't it? You respect them for saving the club and everything else, and at the end of the day, it's their money.
Yeah.
A lot of it is, but it's the fans' money as well. They buy the season tickets. They spend the
Yep.
money in the club shop.
Yep.
They spend money in the ground. They spend money at the Nest.
And the coach travelling.
The coach travelling and everything else going away. So if they didn't have a fans forum, it's like a bit disrespectful to the fans.
Yeah, because they obviously want to know answers on why we're not signing. I wouldn't use the word quality, but good players that we've already lost.
See, they had this technical board meeting every month, after every match, before and after every match, right?
Yeah.
So why can't the fans have a technical board meeting with them all once a month?
Yeah. Yeah.
If they've got time to do it before every game
Why can't we
and
do
after
it?
every
Yeah.
game, why can't they have one with the fans every month?
Yep. Yeah.
Explain to the fans why they're making these decisions. Convince the fans that it's a good idea, the way we're going.
Yeah. Because at the minute, it doesn't look good at all.
No. But I'm apprehensive about Wednesday night. I think if it don't go well, it's not going to be an happy place.
No, it's not. There'll be a lot of booing going around the place.
But see, there's no really positive, is there? I mean, Jack coming back, that's a positive. But one man can't do everything.
Yeah, but would Jack be a positive? That's the question. Because does he really want? Does he really want to be there?
Yeah. I mean, we go back to the Cardiff game where when he went in for tackles, he was jumping in with 2 feet.
Yeah.
Could you see him? And coming back against Bromley, but also getting sent off in the same game?
Yes. Yes.
Do you know what I mean? How does that help you then?
Because we're going to lose him for if it's the same challenge at Wimbledon, that's another 5 games that he's gone for.
Well, maybe not. Not if he has. If you don't have the same reaction, it'll probably just be like 3 or whatever.
But also, if the offer came in for him, maybe take the money because he's also going up in the international breaks as well, isn't he? He's going to miss
international breaks. He's also in the last year of his contract. And
so
then...
he's going to miss a lot of games. I mean, if you think about it.
So you get $1 million for Jata.
Yeah.
The owners take the $1 million. I say Bradford came in for him. I don't know, Wimbledon, whatever side comes in for him, they say here's $1 million and take it.
Yeah.
Who we're going to get him? We need 2 strikers.
Yeah.
Because what I think is that happen probably is we're looking, we're trying hard as we can. We get to the end of the transfer window, we sign nobody.
Yeah.
And then you've got Traore, who we've virtually seen nothing of.
Yeah.
And to pick up the pieces, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a hard one. I know you don't want to be too negative because it is early on, but it's just hard at the minute, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very hard. But there ain't many positives coming out there
No.
out of everything. You know what I mean?
And then obviously Patterson's interview yesterday saying that he's not worried or he's not frustrated.
Yeah, he's not worried. I'm worried about the 11 minutes of my life I lost watching that interview. I learnt nothing
Yeah.
in that interview. I started to sound like I was like Maynard, frustrated when I was watching that interview. Frustrated. Because it's all right being angry. I feel I'm hurt. I'm hurting. I bet you was hurting when you were on the way back from Barrow after the loss, weren't you?
Yeah, I was, yeah.
You know what I mean?
I was thinking to myself, why did I bloody go here in the first place?
Well, you know what? As long as we're not hurting on Wednesday night at a 9:45, 10 to 10, 9:30,
Mhm.
whatever the game finishes, and then it'd be more positive towards the weekend. But we're playing 2 days before a Saturday game.
And we don't normally do well. We're going to Saturday. We played 2 days before.
But we're close to signings apparently.
Yeah,
Now, are
apparently,
we
yeah.
going to still be saying that like with 2 days before the transfer window closes? Well, we're close. We're very close. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Mm.
What we're only we're only 3 league games into the season, and this is a strange thing. You know, weird. But I think Patterson's going to find it hard with the fans anyway.
Yeah.
I think there's more fans against Patterson at this moment in time than there was ever against Maynard.
Yeah.
I really that's what I'm gathering. That there's this massive dwarf of like the supporter base against him straight away.
But I don't think it is the manager, though. I think it's the people above.
The recruitment and
Personally. Mm. But we're going to have to find out how we do against Shrewsbury and then Bromley.
well, we're
'Cause,
going to preview the Shrewsbury game on Tuesday, aren't we?
yeah,
We're
so
going to do some research on all the fixtures. I know the referee for the game anyway.
and any Shrewsbury fans that wants to join, want to welcome.
Yeah, message either me or Ari, and you're quite welcome to come and join.
Yeah.
And talk about your team.
Because we haven't really got any away fans yet, have we?
No, we're new. We're a new podcast, and yeah. If you want to come on, Notts fans as well. If you want to make an appearance, message us.